Police in Australia unfortunately shot a man and a woman who were at a sex club in Australia. At least it's a club that has sex fantasy nights and people dress up in costumes and they do their thing. And apparently 40 armed police officers raided the Saints and Sinners Ball, an erotic fantasy dress party described as a no-holds-barred extravaganza of adult fun on its website at the Inflation nightclub. So apparently someone, a club goer, believed that there was someone there with a gun. And that's what led to police showing up. They show up and they see-
Well, it would be hard to hide in that context, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, they're dressed up in costumes, so could someone possibly have a toy gun? Yeah, so everyone calm down. I mean, ask some questions before you freak out and call the cops, and then, of course, things get out of control. So 40 cops show up. At that point, there was a man and the woman in a compromising position, and cops allege that the man was holding what appeared to be a gun and he refused to put it down. At least that's their side of the story. It's interesting how similar this story is to some of the stuff that we cover here in the US. So Mr Ewins, who was dressed as the Joker, was reportedly left seriously injured after he was shot in the stomach when armed officers mistook his fake gun for a real weapon. And then the woman that he was in a compromising position with, Zita Sukys, was dressed as comic book supervillain Harley Quinn and was unfortunately shot in the leg. Now her injury is not life-threatening, his is, and hopefully he makes a recovery, a full recovery. Venue staff have stated that the male victim was not holding anything in his hand, but rather he was in a compromising position with the female partner, which is a normal activity with the nature of this event. That's according to the owner of this club or this event.
Yeah, so obviously a full investigation will tell you who are the real culprits here, but boy, is there a lot of overreaction here. I'm surprised this story is not in America, that it's, so they do it in other places as well, apparently. So first off, look, if the guy is in mid-coitus, it is unlikely that he is, in that context, a dangerous guy. Now, if you found somebody like that dressed as a Joker in an alleyway on top of a woman, you might think, oh my God, is he assaulting her? And he has a weapon. Okay, at a sex party, you would hopefully make a different assumption, wouldn't you? Right? And whoever the schmuck is, and look, there's two possibilities. One is a schmuck called us in because he's like, oh, everybody's dressed in costumes and some of the costumes have weapons. Oh my God, what if they're real? I'll call it in. Oh yeah, right? Or somebody
I feel like that kind of person wouldn't go to this type of event. Like
exactly.
It's kind of shocking, right?
Which leads to the other, and now this is speculation, other possibility that somebody didn't like the idea of this party. So they made a federal case out of it and said it was really, really dangerous. That's why the Australians sent in 40 cops. That's a lot of cops to bust a sex party, right? So we don't know, we'll find that out in this investigation that they're gonna do. But overall, same thing for Australia as you would have in America. Just settle down for one quick second, okay? Allow for the withdrawal method and see if the guy actually has a weapon or not. You don't need to panic, especially in the middle of a sex party. It is not a place where you normally bring weapons. So give the guy a chance. TYT membership gets you commercial-free Young Turks. Download it, stream it, podcast it, get all the network shows, and support independent media. TYTnetwork.com/join.